of the pines whittles with his trusty blade in the Carolina mountains where legends are made. Camping under stars with stories he'll never trade. Bushcraft's in his blood, a skill that won't fade. Ridge Runner blades, sharp and true, forged in the heart, fresh as dew. Buy one today, bring home the past, a piece of heritage made to last.
What's up, everybody? We have the one and only, world-renowned, internet sensation, knife maker sensation, William Collins. What's up, William?
How's it going, man?
It's going real
Welcome
good.
to Texas.
I tell you what, Texas is big and
It
flat.
is. It is. Well,
Part of it is anyway.
part of it is. Yeah, part of it is.
All right, we got Mr. Landfill coming in with the 5x5, so our audio's good, our video's good. He's always like the first one to tell me, because I'm always like nervous. But we're here at William's shop here in Texas. Thought we'd do a live stream, kind of a test tonight, honestly, because we're going to do a big one tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow
Yeah.
is the big day.
Tomorrow is the big day. But I thought we'd jaw just a little bit. If you're over on Facebook, I see you over there, Jonathan. The conversation's usually over on YouTube, so head over and check it out. And yeah, we come down here yesterday.
Yeah, in
and,
time for the snowstorm.
Yeah, so we brought some snow with us.
Well, we think maybe
Maybe.
they go from either a dusting to 2 inches, so we don't know what we're going to get. So
Probably 2 feet.
it could be.
But
Could
down
be.
here, from what I understand, an inch is really 2 feet.
Well,
Texas math.
yeah, everything shuts down with the dusting.
Well,
So I mean, there's just too many bridges.
that's from what somebody from down here told me today is you got to watch out for them.
Yeah. Watch out for the other guy.
So we're sitting in the big shop, William's shop here in what town is this?
Etoile.
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 Where'd
just
that come
east
from?
of Lufkin. It's an old Indian name.
Old Indian name.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's WC who makes great knives is what it means.
Oh,
It's
makes
an
sense.
Indian name, yeah.
So WC who make great knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Well, I happen to agree with the Indian interpretation of that. So if you guys know anything about Ridge Runner blades, we've been carrying Williams stuff for several years now, and we've got some exclusives there in the shop. I think we have some black hats on the shelf right now, and but yeah, so I think our first exclusive with you was actually one I'm carrying.
Yeah,
It used to be called the Triple X.
Yeah.
And we have since renamed it
yes.
Contraband. So it is the Contraband. So that's our there we go. Our exclusive there with William. This is one of the first runs.
Yeah.
And that's something special you do. I really like that. When you come out with a new model, you etch the first run.
Yeah, I mean, I always said I never make safe queens, but there's some following that enjoys those, and they have become collector's items.
They are. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And we'll get into more of your story and stuff tomorrow and stuff, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, you kind of came out of nowhere in the knife world.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, just blessings, man.
Yeah. Well, you sure got that. I'll tell you that.
Right.
William has a beautiful place here in his shop, and this is honestly like where you live. It reminds me of home. There's not really any difference besides
a lot of pine trees.
we can actually drive fast speeds around here, which I hadn't quite got used to.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on a road. I think the speed limit should be 55 because that's what it is at home, and it's 75.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, we're in more of a hurry here than a lot of places, I guess.
You guys, well, it's a lot further to drive places around here.
That's true.
So you got, it really don't take any more time to get anywhere. You're just going 85 mile an hour.
Yeah.
But it really is. We went to a restaurant today up in Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches.
Yeah.
Oldest town in Texas was what they claim now.
That's some
There's
chicken fried
other
steak.
towns that would dispute that.
Really.
Yeah. They
Well,
claim Nacogdoches oldest.
It wouldn't be Texas without a good dispute, right?
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, you got to have a good dispute. But yeah, we've been brought Patrick with us, and we got Raul. We've been doing some filming today and got some really cool content. I'm really excited to.
Yeah, they got
turn
me to
that
work
out.
today for some.
Yeah.
I really didn't enjoy that, but
This
I
man
did
makes a
little
lot of knives. A lot.
yeah,
It's pretty incredible. You know, we were talking earlier today. It's one of the things that knife makers, I think, struggle with is production.
Yeah.
You know, you have a model that you need to make 15 of. You don't build that one knife one at a time.
you build 15 of them at a time.
You build 15 at a time.
The one thing is, I mean, there's so many different setups for each knife that you try to do as many as you can with that
Yeah.
one setup before you have to change setups.
Yep. And that's, for some reason, I don't know if it comes from forging just one knife at a time for some of these guys, but they have a hard time, you know, producing batches of knives.
Yeah, and that's probably a good point.
Yeah.
Stock removal is a totally different game, of
Yeah.
course, but yeah, from the forging world, one at a time is how it was always done.
We got Jonathan Frisbee over here on Facebook, and he says, let's see, he says, William has great insight and a never-ending creating vision. I have over 30 now. Holy moly.
Yeah,
You could open a knife store.
yeah, he's a very good friend. He's always at Blackie's campouts. So I look forward to seeing him at least twice a year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had never made it to one. I've never come to
You
one.
got to
of those.
come, man. It's
pretty cool.
It's a blast. Yeah,
I
Very
like
relaxing.
Blackie a lot. He's
Yeah.
been a long time user of your stuff.
Yeah, he's been with me a long time. Been a great friend and user of WC knives for as long as I've been in business, I guess.
And you know, one thing, what's been really cool down here is being able to see a lot, because I only get to see what comes in the store most of the time, or if I'm at a show and somebody brings up a knife and get to check it out, and that happens a lot. I go to, like, Georgia Bushcraft. It's incredible how many people's walking around with your knives.
Yeah,
It's
a
lot.
I was there this past fall.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
I will be back.
It was fun.
It was
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
It was good weather, and
last day was a little damp,
a
but
little damp on the last day, but it was better than the spring.
well, that's what
I'll
I
tell you.
hear.
Goodness gracious, it was 95 degrees. And
Oh man,
people were stroking and having a hard time there.
yeah.
It was pretty hot, but yeah, the fall was a blast. That was actually my first time at the fall.
Really?
So it was that I had a really good time. One thing I like about these bushcraft events is it's just like everybody's family.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like what all the kids are running together. You know, everybody looks after each other's kids. You know, if one kid kind of disappears, you know, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
The whole thing stops, and everybody's looking for, you know, everybody stops what they're doing and make sure that kid, he's usually just behind the parents, but everybody stops, and, you know,
Yeah.
it's really incredible. It's
It's
kind
very
of
family oriented.
yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of a time past to me.
well, the old
Like,
rendezvous.
yeah,
You know,
just
you
an old.
think how it would be?
You know, it's just I have a really good time at those events. Ron Land's chiming in here. He says, "My favorite knife maker."
Huh.
Well, looky there.
Thanks, Ron.
You're just bringing out the best in everybody.
Yeah.
That's agree. He's one of mine as well. He you know, your knives, you know, I know you weren't the inventor of the compound grind and all that, but
Oh no.
but it was
We all stand on other makers'
shoulders of everybody, yeah.
Absolutely.
but you've really done well bringing that to forefront, I think. You know, there's not a ton out there that's doing it.
Yeah, I may have stretched the envelope slightly,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I'm not the first one to come up with it. I mean, as far as I know, I think Bob Lovelace is the first one to ever do one, and that was back as something Hunter back in the 70s when he was in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one that I know that's ever tried a compound grind. Of course, there's Mora, the original tracker from Dave Beck.
And that one caveman that did it like 2,000 years, 4,000 years ago, he's sitting up there in heaven right now, like, what the heck, man? I did the same thing. So I think that's the cool thing about the knife world is you got like this is an old tool. Like we've
Yeah.
been making these things for thousands and thousands of years. You know, it
Cutting
used to
tools
be out
with
of
flint
stone,
rocks. Yeah.
but the same concept.
Yeah.
And
Still
you know,
cuts.
it's incredible. Like even today, it's just an essential part of life.
Mhm.
I mean, it really is. You got to be able to cut stuff. Jonathan says most of those folks have their WC knives in stitch gear sheaths. I tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there.
A lot of them out there has got stitch gear products.
Yep. And you
And they've
guys
done a lot of
will
them.
definitely want to be around tomorrow. Like I said, this is kind of just a test stream just to make sure that everything's working. I tore apart my studio at the house and brought half of it with me. So it's nice to make sure that it's working.
My shop looks like a studio right now.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. We've been, Raul's been following around William today. And he's had a hard time keeping up.
I put a picture of his get up on my social media. And man, I'd hate to know that I had to carry all that around.
He does good with it.
Yeah, he does.
He does good with it. Yeah, we've been working today on kind of a documentary on William, and
It's short.
you know, it's
gonna be
under
very
30
short.
minutes,
Yeah, it's that.
maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, it's really interesting, like your shop, the way you got it set up, and I've had a really good time. I get to see inside of a lot of these makers' shops and stuff when I go there, and you know, you're pretty organized.
Oh,
You got stuff kind of laid out. You can tell you've thought about it, like your process.
Well, I mean, this is like my fourth shop, so I've had enough experience building them.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be organized to produce production knives, and
Yeah.
so that's one of the keys to doing it. Being organized and also multitask.
Yeah. You know, one thing, William, about you, I think that kind of separates you apart and allows you to be successful is you're a good businessman too. You understand business.
Yeah,
And-
I've been fortunate enough to be in managerial positions, not in the knife world, but in the construction industry.
Yeah.
To understand
Yeah.
business as a whole.
I mean, if you can build a big building, you can manage knives. It's
logistics
fine.
and
Yeah.
scheduling and what materials and a
Yeah.
bunch of things. Yeah, it did help. That's for sure.
Yep. And you know, William does not build custom knives. And
No.
we've talked a lot about that, and
No.
I think that's a detriment to any knife maker that wants to do any type of production work. Is
Yeah,
taking on custom
it just
projects.
takes so much time to do one knife when you could have several production knives in that same time
Yeah.
frame.
It's cool. And like we'll get into it more tomorrow because I want to like tomorrow dig into the steel and everything. But your main steel that you use around here is ABL.
Yeah, that's my
And-
favorite. Yeah.
And it has really grown on me ever since getting Williams blades. He was really the only ABL blade that we were carrying in the store was your stuff. And I tell you, man, those things get sharp. Like it's easy steel to get sharp.
Yeah, I mean, one person described it as sticky sharp, and
It
I think
is.
that's a very good term for it.
Yeah.
Because it does feel sticky. It's so sharp.
It is. And but we'll talk about it more tomorrow. But I thought back before we come down here, like, how did I find out about you? Because I'm the one that, like, back years ago, I'm the one that found you, and then Ridge Runner reached out to you.
Really, I didn't know.
Yeah.
that.
And
Okay.
where I had found out about you, I am pretty sure there's a YouTube channel called Primal Life, I believe.
Primal Outdoors.
Primal
With
Outdoors.
Jason.
Van
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And he had this
He's
weird,
used the WCSK for years.
it was this bizarre, he was cutting up vegetables with
Yeah.
it. I'm like, that is one of the coolest looking knives I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is that? And I did a little bit of research and come across you. That's how I found out about you.
Wow. I
Was
didn't know that.
actually through him. I think I did a Google search and I come to your website because you had a little article or something on your website about him
Mhm.
with the SK. And
Yeah.
I have an SK myself, and it does everything that he says it does. But
Yeah.
how did he end up
we
with a
tested?
knife?
Well, I think I had gotten. He used to do some chest harnesses, vest years ago when he first started, and I got a couple of those. And then he saw the WCSK, and he wanted a knife, and he gave me the specs. That was back when I did custom work, and he gave me the specs of it. And I said, "Well, you need to look at the WCSK." And he looked at it and said, "Yeah, that's what I want." So ended up making him one of those, and the rest is history.
Have you talked to him lately?
Not lately. I've sent him a few messages here and there, but not on the phone. I haven't
I
talked
wonder
to him
how
in a
he's
while.
doing because I hadn't seen anything from him pop up lately.
Yeah, he had a couple of videos, I think a week or two ago.
Okay.
But he's slowing down a little bit on the videos, but I guess he's doing all right.
That's let's see here. Somebody says we're out of focus. Are we out of focus, Raul? It
I
might
just
be
looked that
It
away.
might
Don't
just be
worry
that.
about it.
It could be because it looks in focus on the screen.
Yeah,
Good. It's probably just downscaling on their phone. Let's
maybe
see.
buffering or something.
Yeah. So, guys, I need your help. So, I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put a blast out tomorrow on social media as well. But any questions that you have for William that we can answer in the documentary as well,
Family, keep it
Yeah.
family.
keep it family.
oriented,
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that other stuff. This is Texas, remember. And we'll talk about it on the live stream tomorrow. So, just send them in on my Instagram. You can put a comment on this video if you want, or shoot me an email, and we'll do it.
Sure,
I think that'll be
should be fun.
it will be fun. I'd like to hear what you guys would like to know. I'm gonna put it on if you are a fan of WC Knives, make sure you go join the group, the WC Knives group. There's a
on
really
Facebook.
active group on Facebook
Yeah,
that
some interesting conversations happen there.
very interesting conversations, but really some good people too.
Yeah,
That's one thing about William in the shop. You have a following.
yeah.
Definitely a following.
Yes, I do.
And-
Some of the best customers in the world.
Best and
Friends, WC family is what I
Yeah.
call them.
and I'm like they'll call on the phone and just like we'll have the best conversations. I've had conversations with people in Alaska, South Dakota, Idaho. These people are in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah,
and how they found out about WC Knives, I don't know because they can't figure out how to like check out on the website and stuff. Like
yeah.
they're like
yeah. Some of them don't even have a
the-
computer.
Yeah, I don't. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
One guy in Alaska had used one of your knives that somebody else had. It was the Matt Mert, the Black Hat.
Yeah.
And he wanted him one, and so we shipped it off to Alaska.
Hmm.
But it was cool. It was like in a village.
Yeah,
It wasn't like it was pretty bizarre. So I've got to talk to people all over the place. I've sent them overseas, Australia.
Yeah, I've been in business going on 13 years. This is the 13th year, and I've shipped them all over the world.
It's
Siberia. I've shipped them everywhere.
that's a brutal place.
Yeah,
That's another level of brutal.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jonathan says WC knife owners are a rare breed and highly intelligent.
I agree
Well, look
with
at that. I agree with that.
I think that's spot on.
I'll tell you what, Jonathan might have nailed it.
I think you did.
That could be the WC knife owners
Motto.
motto.
Yeah,
So if you don't beat the highly intelligent, maybe
at least think you are.
at least think you are. Yeah, that's half the battle,
Self
right?
confidence is a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that means a lot.
It really can cover up a lot.
Yeah,
At least that's my experience.
yeah. Well, me too.
Let's see. We got any other chats? Like I said, we're going to keep it short tonight. We're not even going to break out knives or anything tonight. We were just on a test. I think we about half wore William out today.
Yeah, I'm tired, folks.
Bunch of crazy idiots from North Carolina showing up. In Texas, we just don't quite know how to act.
Yeah,
Sometime probably.
yeah.
So, but William, thanks for hanging out. And
Oh man, my pleasure. It's been a blast so far.
Like I
Look
said,
forward to
guys,
tomorrow.
I know tomorrow's going to be good.
Yeah.
You get to sit down and do interview stuff tomorrow. That's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. Looking forward to that.
You sound very confident in that.
Get away from the grinder. That's
Yeah.
always fun.
Well, William, he wears this like R2D2 mask thing, like kind of,
Yeah.
and kind of
Darth
his little
Vader.
fan run. Yeah, it's like a
Darth
little
Vader.
fan running in there. And he's high tech. You're high tech around here.
Well, we try to be. We try to at least keep up with the Joneses anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the American dream, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys. Well, peace, love, and happiness. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do it the same time tomorrow, live stream. And it'll be over on William's channel as well, I believe. So there'll be some maybe new people in here. Be kind and be courteous. Don't be starting fights or anything with the with WC's crowd.
We don't need any knife fights.
No knife fights. That's the fight you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
So, All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Ridge Runner blades, sharp and true, forged in the heart, fresh as dew.